2. Good morning, hello, welcome. Why is not letting me? There we go. Good morning, hello, welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is about what happened to date throughout the annals of recorded history. Join us as we delve into yesteryear, not only for interesting and important happenings, but to possibly even answer questions you don't know you have. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
Historical calendar on this website on thisday.com.
Correct. For links to the sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, let's get into the history today. I'm just like all over the place today. I am Alexander.
Sure.
And you, of course, are you viewer. Today is Freya's Day, aka Friday, July 28th, 2023. Alright, so let's get into the history today, shall we? Mr. Sohan, do you want to start us off in the year 388?
Yes. Year 388, Battle of Aquila. Emperor Theodosius beats Emperor Maximus.
And what else do we have? Siege of Damascus ends.
Yes. 1148. Crusaders abandoned their siege of Damascus after only 4 days, leading to the integration of the Second Crusade. They had to leave Syria.
Yep. Oh, and here we go. 1586. This is interesting.
1586, Sir Thomas Harriot introduces potatoes to Europe on return to England.
You know, that's... Hold on a second.
I wonder if he's the one that got the Irish addicted to potatoes.
Oh, well, the Irish put all their eggs in one basket with the potatoes, but that's really interesting, because I'm in, you know that YouTube channel I watch every now and then, You Won't Believe Me?
Okay, yeah.
He apparently has a Discord, and I'm in the server, and somebody named Steam Potato just joined. Like, literally, like, 20 minutes ago. It was... Pardon me. Let's see. I don't know why my face is now deciding to escape itself through my nose. If you don't mind, would you take this 1588 one while I try to expel this demon from me?
Sure. 1588, English set alight 8 fire ships with pitch, brimstone, gunpowder, and tar, and cast them downwind towards the closely anchored vessel of the Spanish Armada, scattering the Armada. Yeah, that would make someone get the hell out the way.
Yeah.
Ships.
Yeah. But dang, the Spanish Armada, like, you know, that was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, even they ain't dumb enough to go buy flaming ships.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got? Well, we got 1741. Captain Vitus Bering discovered Mount St. Elias in Alaska. Alright.
That was Elias.
St. Elias, okay. Then 1742, just 1 year later, Maria Theresa of Austria and Prussian King Frederick the Great signed a peace treaty in Berlin. Okay. Okay, that's a British poet laureate. It's, you know, who cares about this? Ooh, here we go. 1794, we spoke about this guy yesterday. French revolutionary figure Maximilien Robespierre and 22 other leaders of the Terror were guillotined to thunderous cheers in Paris. Yep. Robespierre was overthrown yesterday in history in 1794, I believe. Huh. I mean, you know, like he was guillotined, as we discovered. And this is when he was guillotined. So I believe this is the next day. I don't think that they would have held him for like a year or whatever. I don't know.
Also,
1800, that's interesting.
1800, Thames River Police established by act of British Parliament, replacing earlier Marine Police. 1798 to 1800, world's oldest continuous serving police force.
Ah. All right.
Yes, of the River Thames. Also, 1808, Mahmud II succeeds Mustafa IV as Sultan of the Ottoman Empire.
All right.
The other guy is supposed to be the chosen one. That's literally what Mustafa means.
Hmm.
Yep, I found that out from a friend of mine. It's to play Red Dead with. His name was Mustafa.
Ah, that's a cool name, Mustafa.
Yeah, he's cool, man. He's a cool dude. He's been through a lot of things in his life, but he is a cool dude.
Why do you bring him into the server?
I don't know. He'd be busy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we have an 1821 here.
1821, Peru declares independence from Spain. National Day. And
All
also,
right.
do you want another gym? Do you want another gym person here?
The gym person?
Yeah, he's a gym. He is a gym too.
Are you talking about Rhombus?
No, yeah. Do you want another gym person?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Gonna move up here. We have 1849. Memon was the first clipper to reach San Francisco, 128 days out of New York. All right, cool. And that's back before the Panama Canal, way back before that. So they had to like sail all the way down South America, all the way back up. Like, could you imagine sailing from New York all the way to like basically Antarctica and cutting all the way back just to get to San Francisco?
Yeah, it's crazy.
They had to do it. You know, this is why the Panama Canal is such a big thing. Like, it is between that and the Suez. Like, I don't know which one is more major. I think the Panama would be more, but the Suez is pretty big in itself. So I don't know. But we also have 1851. A total solar eclipse was captured on a daguerreotype photograph. All right, well let's.
That is nice type of picture if it's been captured on that type of camera.
Ooh, here it is.
Cool
That's
photograph.
cool. A total eclipse of the sun. Yeah. So here's the actual photograph. Oh, it's so small. Wow.
Still impressive for that.
Oh yeah,
camera.
1851. That's impressive. Yeah. And then we're gonna move on up to 1858. First use of fingerprints as a means of identification was made by Sir William James Herschel of the Indian Civil Service. Huh.
If if they would have used fingerprints on this other person, they would have probably went to jail.
Well, see, here's something interesting. Apparently, speaking of fingerprints, apparently koalas share a lot of similarities with human fingerprints, because in Australia, and this has happened enough times for this to become a thing, but they see koala fingerprints with human fingerprints at crime scenes. It's like, how many times are koalas involved in crimes in Australia? Good grief! Like, how did they figure this out? This is pretty wild.
Koalas are organized criminals, but also, like I was saying before, they could have figured out if Lizzie Borden did what she did if they would have did fingerprinting, because it was still It was popular. It wasn't popular at the time, but it was around still.
And when was that Batman movie that we saw, like the cartoon one, when Alfred was talking about like, oh, Master Wayne, you and your fingerprint theory, that will never be used in, crime solving or whatever.
I think that was Gotham by Gaslight.
But what year was that around? Like, was
Victorian era.
When was Victorian era?
During the Jack the Ripper killings.
Check. Here. Welcome, Officer. 1888. Okay, so, and this was 1858. So, 30 years later, and Batman is working on fingerprints, and it's still not. You know what? When were fingerprints used to solve crimes? 1910. Wow, it took that long. So.
Yep, because somebody had an identical twin.
Oh. Did they do identical twins share fingerprints?
No, they have different fingerprints. Like, even though they're identical, they do
have different fingerprints. That's a relief. Like, can you imagine having literally an evil clone like wandering around like with a mustache going yeah 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 and doing crimes and you're getting blamed?
Well, mine would be clean shaven because I'm the one with the beard.
Yeah.
Also, 1868, U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward announced his 14th Amendment, ratifying by the States granting citizenship to ex-slaves.
All right.
Yeah.
We skipped one here, 1858 again. French photographer and balloonist Nadar took the first airborne photo in a balloon of French village of Petit Becqueté, 80 meters in the air. So the first aerial photograph. So let's see. You know what? I want to save this. Actually, open image in new tab. So I can save that later because that's pretty cool. So here we go. This is the first aerial photograph ever. Well, I guess it would be this.
Oh.
Well, those are different. I think it's the round one. So I'm going to open that in a new tab as well. Because that's interesting stuff right there. But yeah, we also have, whatever that, 1893, a petition organized by Kate Shepherd demanding women's suffrage is delivered to New Zealand's parliament, signed by over 25,000 women, a fifth of the adult European female population. So 25%. Oh, wow.
A suffragette,
20%.
real women's rights people.
Yeah. No, actual, first and second wave feminism actually had a reason.
The ones that got dragged through the mud so modern women today could walk.
Yep. So, and then while that was happening in 1893 as well, Vizcaya Bridge, the largest transporter bridge in the world, opened over River Ibaizabal, designed by Basque architect Alberto di Palacio. All right, let's see. Vizcaya Bridge. Let's check this out. Let's see what this looked like. Vizcaya Bridge. Oh, wow. Okay. And what is it? What does it do again? The largest transporter bridge. What is a transporter bridge? What is a transporter? A transporter bridge, also known as a ferry bridge or aerial transfer bridge, is a type of movable bridge that carries a segment of roadway across a river. That's okay. I don't know what to say about that. It seems really stupid, but at the same time, I can understand due to how the environment, the area is, all stuff how deep you can dig, where the bedrock is, if you can actually build a full bridge, if you can build a drawbridge, if you can build a bridge tall enough for things to pass through. There's so many types of bridges out there, it is unreal. So there's a section, and it just takes a section, and that just seems like a lot of effort for really not. No, those are buses, I think, on the actual thing, it looks like. Anyway. What else do we have? Ooh, 1896, the city of Miami was incorporated. Happy birthday, Miami. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Oh, let's get back to you, Mr. Soen. You lucky devil. I wanted this one. Go for it. I can go
Take
for
it.
All right, 1900, hamburger created by Louis Lassong in Connecticut. Or Lassing. All right. Why is that not highlighted? That's a major accomplishment, the hamburger.
Yeah, the hamburger's great, but the cheeseburger, that's where it's at.
Oh, well, but you got to have the hamburger first, and you just add the cheese. But I do agree with you. Cheeseburger is better. But what was it? Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, who said that he invented the hamburger, right?
One of them did.
Yeah.
One of them said that crazy shit.
It was either Kim Il-sung. I don't think it was him. I think it was Kim Jong-il. I don't believe it's Kim Jong-un. No, but one of them claimed. I remember hearing that. I've heard that a couple of times that they claim that they invented the hamburger. Anyway, let's see here. We have 1904. Interior Minister of Russia Vyacheslav Plevnov is assassinated as leader of the most reactionary elements of government. He was hated for his repressive policies. Okay. Yikes.
I shall be back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Alright, have a blast. Gonna move on to 1914. First Lord of the Admiralty, Winston Churchill, ordered British Grand Fleet to Scapa Flow. Alright, that's during the First World War. Where's Scapa Flow anyway? Let's check that here. Scapa Flow. Did I add transporter bridge to this? I did. I can get rid of that. Scapa Flow. It's a body of water in the Orkney Islands, Scotland. Oh, okay. Oh, so probably like, probably to defend against the Germans. I'm not sure. Moving on up to 1915, because of virtual anarchy, U.S. Marines go ashore in Haiti on orders for President Woodrow Wilson. This will lead to an occupation that will last until 1934. Wow, 19 years. That is not cool at all. Moving on up to 1917, a silent parade organized by James Weldon Johnson of 10,000 black U.S. citizens who marched on Fifth Avenue in New York City to protest against lynching. Well, I agree with him. Lynching is bad. What else do we have here? 1926, U.S. and Panamanian pact about safeguard of Panama Canal. Yeah, we were talking about Panama Canal earlier. And I think Panama, the nation actually has rights over the canal now. I'm not sure if it's still like U.S. like territory, technically. You know what? Hold on a second. Who owns Panama Canal? We can figure this out without even having speculation. The Ismailian Canal Commission and the government of Panama. So Panama, yeah. So unless this commission is controlled by the U.S., we officially actually have handed it over. So that's interesting. That's cool. Oh, hold on a second. Got to welcome that person. All right, let's see here. Moving on up to 1931, mob hitman Mad Dog Cole allegedly participated in a kidnapping attempt that resulted in the shooting death of a child. Yikes. Which earns him the nickname Mad Dog. Wow. What's up?
So that's a yikes.
Yeah, that is a yikes. How you doing, Rom?
Doing all right. Just got off work about 17 minutes ago.
Nice. Are you heading to the gym to get a pump?
Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna take a few days off. I'm gonna wait until Tuesday to go back in. Cause I need a reset. I need a mental reset.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Well, would you care to read a couple
Just
things?
taking a few days off. I can't.
Oh.
I'm going down to get the tittles.
Okay. Well, go collect the tittles.
I'll still get here.
Oh, did you see I took away her
Yes, I will be
vowels today?
collecting the tittles. What?
I took away her vowels today.
Oh.
Yeah. So now she's just tittles. Like, just tittles. No I, no E. Anyway, gotta get back on the show here. Let's see here. 1932, White Zombie, first feature-length zombie film directed by Victor Halperin and starring Bela Lugosi, was released in the U.S. Alright. 1932 as well, U.S. President Herbert Hoover used federal troops to evict the Bonus Army, World War I veterans and their families, from their encampment. 4 died. Wow. And I remember, like, the Bonus Army, those were people who marched on Washington demanding the payment that they were promised after the end of the First World War, the Great War, the war to end all wars. These people, like, you want to talk about veterans being mistreated, it's been going on for almost 100 years. Maybe even longer. Actually, most likely longer. I don't know how we treated the veterans of the Civil War. So, maybe a lot better than...
That's a question. That's something to look into.
Yeah. Actually, let me write that into the peanut right now, really quick. Where is it? Peanut. Where are you? Peanut. There you are. How did we treat Civil War veterans? Alright.
So I went back to my old hat colors.
What? I
went back to my signature hat colors.
Ah.
I went back to the gray and neon green. That used to be like my signature hat color. That was like the only hat colors I would wear.
Alright. Anyway, I'm going to move on up to 1933 here. The first singing telegram delivered to Rudy Vallée in New York City. That was my attempt at singing. Not good at all. Like,
better than most. I'll give you that. It's better than most.
Oh, you're flattering me.
Oh no, I'm being serious. Do a better job than most then.
Well, singing is something I've been thinking about getting into. I need training, but what else do we have here? Oh, this is not good. 1942, Nazis liquidate. I don't like that word in this context. 10,000 Jews in Minsk, Belarus ghetto. Ugh.
Oh no!
Yikes! It just sounds like they just put them all into like a giant blender and turn them into pulp. Like it sounds awful. Like just we think Miss Meat Grinder is bad. No.
Yeah, liquidate and Nazis do not go well together.
Yeah.
That does not go well at all.
Well, I mean, like it accurately portrays what they do. It's just very visceral.
It's just very, very. It's icky. It's very icky.
Yeah. Let's move on up. Something a little less icky, but still, well, I guess not really that bad. 1943, Italian fascist dictator Benito Mussolini resigned. So that's good. You know, he resigned. He's stepping away. Like, bye. Like,
see ya.
Yes.
See ya.
He is no longer my second favorite Italian. He is now my fifth favorite Italian.
Who are the first four?
Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo.
Were they all Italian?
Mario. My favorite Italian is Luigi.
I would have sworn one of the Renaissance people was French. Like,
it don't matter.
Oh, okay.
I think was it? Well, no, it wasn't Raphael. I don't think.
I'm guessing Michelangelo.
Maybe.
Either Michelangelo or Leonardo.
I don't know, but I present that as a challenge to the viewer. If anybody wants to go down that rabbit hole and tell us what you find, please educate us in the comment section. Mr. Stonehead, now that you're back, would you care to talk to us about this event of interest in 1943?
Yes, 1943. Oh, I want this too. 1943 Operation Gomorrah. RAF bombing over Hamburg causes a firestorm that kills 42,600 German civilians. Oh, now I see why it's called Gomorrah.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's very fitting, like Sodom and Gomorrah, like, massive death and destruction. Yeah. Like, holy crap, 42,600 civilians. Like, it's disgusting, but killing civilians wins wars. The soldiers aren't out there, harvesting the food and making the guns. They're out there on the front lines. They're the invasion or defensive. You want to destroy an enemy, you hit them where things are made, the civilians. And that's just how war is.
To kill the person, you have to stab the heart.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the people are in the heart.
Or the brain.
Yeah, take out the base. If they don't have a foundation, then they have nothing.
Also, 1943, U.S. President FDR, or Franklin Delano Roosevelt, announces the end of coffee rationing in the U.S.
All right. I'm pretty sure
I'm gonna say, his wife must have been very irritable.
It's like, fine, I'll get you your coffee. Damn it.
It's like, okay. It's like, okay, I'm lifting the ration.
Yeah.
1944, Adolf Hitler route 4 division of South France to Normandy.
Oh yes, they're still like coming in. Like the invasion happened last month. So
remember, you don't have to complete school to do something good. To be something of notable history. Look at this asshole.
1945, elevator girl Betty Lou Oliver survived falling 75 stories after fog caused a U.S. bomber plane to crash into the Empire State Building. Oh my God, I remember the crash. I didn't know this happened as well. Breaking the cable supporting the elevator she was operating, this remains a world record for the longest survived elevator fall. And I don't think anybody I don't think David Rush is in a rush to break this one.
And I don't think she's ever gotten to an elevator after that.
I wouldn't blame her. Like, oh, what's that? 7,000 flights of stairs? Not a problem. You're like,
she's probably thinking, you know what?
Like, oh yeah, that's rookie numbers.
Like she never skips leg day. Like she takes those stairs, and now she has the legs of Rhombuser.
Well, it just went. Oh, 7,000 fall 7,000 stairs worth of height. Rookie numbers.
Yeah.
We'll watch that.
Yikes.
Oh, there you go.
We also have another one here in 1945. Japanese Premier Suzuki disregarded U.S. ultimatum to surrender. And while he was sitting there being like, no, I'm not going to, Physicist Raymer Schreiber and Lieutenant Colonel Pierre de Silva arrive on the Pacific island of Tinian with a plutonium core used to assemble the Fat Man bomb used in the bombing of Nagasaki on August 9th. So the second one. Hiroshima's first, Nagasaki's second. So yeah, that's coming up this upcoming month. Yeah. Go see Oppenheimer.
And fuck it, just go see Barbie to see all the discontinued toys.
Yeah. And I don't know why this year, like, they should have... this should have been tied up with this one, although it is the same incident. But 1945, you know, the U.S. Army B-25 crashed into the 79th floor of the Empire State Building. 14 people die. But not Elevator Girl. So, yikes. So let's get back to you, Mr. Sohan. 1945 as well. Wow, a lot happened today. Wow.
1945, U.S. Senate ratifies the United Nations Charter 89-2.
What is that exact charter then? 89-2. United Nations Charter. Article 2. No, it's not letting me. No, Article 89. Okay. Okay, here we go. -2. Supplement number 1. Alright, well, I don't know if I'm even in the right area, but I'm going to add this link in the underbar of the description for anybody, if they so please, after the live stream, of course, to go down this rabbit hole. And tell us what you find in the comment section. But for the sake of time, we need to continue on with this show. Mr. Soen, the first 1948 is interesting. Actually, both of them are.
IG Faben chemical plant explodes in Ludwigshafen, Germany. 182 die.
Yikes.
Yeah. Also, 1948, London's Metropolitan Police Flying Squad foils a bullion robbery in the Battle of London Airport.
The police flying squad? Like, I'm just imagining like a bunch of like British bobbies like with balloons floating around. Oi, stop that! Stop! Come right here! You're under arrest!
1951, Cole Porter's musical Kiss Me K.A., an adaptation of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, closes at Sherbert Theater, New York City after 1,077 performances and 5 Tony Awards.
10,000 performances? Holy shit! Yeah, that's a lot. 1,000 still, 1,077 a lot. 5 Tony Awards, good. Really cool. We're gonna move on up. We also have 1951 as well. Walt Disney released animated musical film Alice in Wonderland, featuring Catherine Beaumont, J. Pat O'Malley, Ed Wynn, and Sterling Holloway, and songs by Sammy Fain and Bob Hillard. Alice in Wonderland was a musical?
Yeah, they had a lot of singing in it.
Huh. Okay. I guess. 1954, On the Waterfront, directed by Elia Kazan, starring Marlon Brando and Eva Marie Saint, was released. Later received the Academy Awards Best Picture in 1955. Alright. We have 1957, heavy rain and a mudslide in Ishaya, western Kyushu in Japan, killed 992 people. Wow. Yikes. Almost 1,000. That's... I mean, like, like those numbers may seem large to a lot of people around the world, but like Japan is so densely populated in a lot of their areas that like if something happens, it takes a lot of them out. It's not good. Anyway, Mr. Soen, 1957, the TV show appearance?
Sure, 1957, rock and roll piano player and singer Jerry Lee Lewis makes his first TV appearance with a raucous rendition of Whole Lot of Shaking Going on the Steve Allen Show.
Huh. Alright. I know, the next two 1959s are cool.
Yeah, okay, 1959, Hawaii's first U.S. election since first Asian American to Congress.
Alright.
Nice. Also, 1959, United Kingdom started using postal codes.
1 year later, 1960, U.S. Republican National Convention selected Richard Nixon as candidates. And he is... I'm surprised he was a Republican, like, with what he did what doors he opened up. He is the most left-righty, like, I can possibly think of, comparing him to today's world. We also have 1965. Lyndon B. Johnson sent 50,000 more soldiers to Vietnam, which made a total of 125,000. So it was at 75,000 last time. No. Yes, 75. Yeah, 75,000. 125,000 is 50,000. Okay. And let's see here. What else? We have 1973. 600,000 people attended the Summer Jam Rock Festival featuring the Grateful Dead, the band, and the Allman Brothers Band at Watkins Glen, New York. At the time, this was the largest ever audience at a pop festival. All right.
They had to be extremely high if they had the Grateful Dead there.
Back to you, Mr. Sohen. 1977 is interesting.
1977, first oil through the Trans-Alaskan Pipeline System reaches Valdez, Alaska.
And I just saw something 1 year prior, the Tangshan one in 1976, just 2 up from what you just read.
19... Yes. We go forward. Skip.
Okay.
I was about to, I was gonna skip it.
Okay.
Also, yep, that, let's see. Okay, 1977, Roy Wilkins turns over NAACP leadership to Benjamin Hooks.
Oh, all right. Moving on up to 1978, the price of gold topped $200 an ounce level for the first time. Yeah, now it's in the thousands. I wish Saloon was here because he works with that stuff. So he would know roughly what the price is like on a daily basis. He keeps his eye on I forgot what it was called, but it was some kind of gold index or something. I had the app on my phone a while ago, back when I was working there. We got some Hall of Fame here. 1985, Lou Brock, Enos Slaughter, Avon, and Hoyt Willem are inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. All right. Cool. And let's see here. We just have some sports stuff. 1988, Jordan cancels a $1.3 billion development plan in the West Bank. Whoa. Well, that's expensive. I wonder what they were planning to build there. 1988 as well, Winnie Mandela's home in Soweto, South Africa was destroyed by arson, and that's, I believe, Nelson Mandela's wife. So, wow, yeah, the racism is real. And then let's get back to you, Mr. Sohen. I'm trying to find, 1990, the last one here. That's kind of random, but...
You talking about the event of interest?
No, the blackout. After it.
Okay, 1990, blackout hits Chicago.
Yeah. Okay.
And there was probably a lot of loot. Let's see what else. Sports.
There's what's the 411 up in 1992? Yeah, it's all just sports crap.
1992, R&B singer Mary J. Blige releases her debut album with the 411 with production by Puff Daddy. Yes, back when he was known as Puff Daddy, not P. Diddy.
I remember back, you could call 411 for information. That's actually the phone number for information.
Yep, for the directory.
Is it still around? I was thinking about that the other day. I wonder if you can still dial 411 and if there's still people there working for you can just Google it now on your phone. Seriously, you can. 1994, the last steel beam. I don't know.
1994, last steel beam is placed on Cleveland's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum.
All right, so I guess the museum is the steel beam construction part is over, so that's cool. And the one right after that is actually slightly more interesting.
Okay. 1994, Texas Rangers pitcher Kenny Rogers throws the only perfect game in the franchise history against the California Angels. And he probably walked away afterward.
365 days later, in 1995, Art Modell's representative, I'm not sure, began secret talks to move their team to Baltimore. But what team? What team did Art Modell? The Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens, and Modell's stores. Never heard of that last one, but
Well, I'm guessing he's moving the team, like the Ravens, to the Baltimore.
maybe, yeah. Then, while that was going on, 1995 as well, Norwegian Finance Minister Sigbjorn Johnson said that Norway should not lower its crude oil production in an attempt to boost world oil prices. Yeah, that's a little shady right there. Like artificial scarcity. Exactly what De Beers is doing with their diamonds. And then, 1996, Kennewick Man, the remains of a prehistoric man, was discovered near Kennewick, Washington. All right. The Kennewick Man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at what that looks like here. Okay, yeah, so just like skeleton. Yeah, here we go. All right. Let's get back to you, Mr. Sohan. 1997, the first one. That's okay, pretty cool.
1997, Guatemala becomes a member of the Berne Convention Copyright Treaty.
All right. I believe we looked these people, this treaty up before. Yeah, we have. So the Berne Convention for the Production of Literary and Artistic Works, usually known as the Berne Convention, was an international assembly held in 1886 in the Swiss city of Bern by 10 European countries with the goal to agree on a set of legal principles for the protection of original work. And I think it's still going on, question mark? Signed, yeah, effective. Yeah, parties 181. I think it's still a living entity as of today. That's pretty cool.
Yep, and let me see, what can I skip to now? 1997. Peter Graf, father of Stera, enters German jail for tax evasion.
Yep. Ooh. 2002 is kind of sad. 2005 is interesting.
Yes, 2002. 9 coal miners trapped in a flooded Q Creek mine in Somerset County, Pennsylvania, are rescued after 77 hours underground. It is horrible.
Yeah. So, 2436. Hold on a second. Let me do some quick calculator. 77 divided by 24 equals 3.2 days. They were underground. 3.2 days. Yikes. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take this tornado one?
Yes. 2005, tornado touches down in a residential area south Birmingham, England, causes £4 million worth of damages and injuring 39 people.
Well, that's unusual. You never hear really about tornadoes in England. So, that's unusual. Let's see here. 3 years later, the historic Weston Super Mare Grand Pier burned down for a second time in 80 years. I wonder, did they rebuild it? Let's see.
Yeah, it burned down from the second time.
All right. Well, they rebuilt it, and damn, they have like a big building at the end of that pier. That's wild.
Could you imagine some old man in the wheelchair? You haven't learned your lesson from the last time? That tortures it.
It's like, in a twist from that one SpongeBob meme, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, young man? Let's see here. What else do we got? An event of interest. 2014, Israel criticized John Kerry's proposed ceasefire, stating that no ceasefire deal will be accepted without the destruction of tunnels leading from Gaza to Israel and the demilitarization of the Gaza Strip. Now, that's a little too favoritism to one side. You want them to demilitarize, and you got to demilitarize too, my friends. More of this Israel-Palestine thing. And then in 2014 as well, Linda Ronstadt received the National Medal of Arts from President Barack Obama in a White House ceremony. Okay. Oh, in 2014 as well, missiles strike near Gaza's main hospital and a nearby refugee camp Monday, leaving 10 dead and many wounded. Israeli Defense Force said they are not responsible. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Yeah. Man. Anyway, Mr. Soen, back to you. Ooh, 2016.
2016, early evidence of cancer found in 1.7 million year old toe fossil from Swarnskan Cave, South Africa, published in South Africa Journal of Science.
Dang. So the earliest evidence of cancer, toe cancer. Huh. Who'd have thought?
Also, 2017, General John Kelly appointed new chief of staff by President Donald Trump.
Alright.
And 2017, Pakistan Supreme Court rules corruption accusations against Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif enough to remove him from the office. Goodbye.
See ya. 2017 as well, U.S. Senate voted for skinny repeal of the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. It failed with 51 to 49 when John McCain cast deciding vote against. Now wait a minute. He counts as 2 votes? That's weird. Because it's 51 to 49. That's a 2-vote discrepancy.
I have no idea. That's weird.
Yeah, that's strange. And 2018, the car fire reached Redding, California, with a death toll of 5, having burnt 80,000 acres. I remember the car fire. There's so many fires. We have the Valley Fire, the car fire, the this fire, the that fire. Like, actually, you know.
Oh yeah, the blood moon. I remember that.
2018, longest blood moon eclipse of the 21st century, lasting 1 hour and 43 minutes. All right. Let's see. Oh my God. Well, this one 2019 right above film and TV history. We can skip it if you want.
2019, Meghan, Duchess of Essex, revealed as the first guest editor for UK Vogue in 103 years for its September 2019 issue.
Huh. All right. Oh, yikes. The next one. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
2020, Event of Interest.
Okay, 2020, former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak found guilty of corruption, sentenced to 12 years, and fined nearly 50 million.
Whoa. Prime Minister of Malaysia, wow. Huh. Rip. While that was happening in 2020 as well, ITER, the world's largest nuclear fusion project, pardon me, began assembly in St. Paul-les-Durance, France. All right. And let's see here, sports, TV, yada yada. 2022, flooding in Garrett County, eastern Kentucky, killed at least 37 people, with more missing. 4 million in Kentucky and surrounding states under flood alert. Yikes. In 2022 as well, and I remember this, I've seen a lot of videos about this. Saudi Arabia unveiled plans for the futuristic 106-mile one-building city, The Line, to house 9 million people, powered by renewable sources with no roads. Yeah, okay. And anybody who's going to be around on this date in the future, in the year 2061, it is the predicted 31st perihelion passage of Halley's Comet, which is, of course, the closest. The perihelion is the closest a comet comes to our star, and then the antihelion or whatever is the farthest it is. So, anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested in, including all, but not limited to, all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes
Sohen TV on Twitch.
Yep, please go check that out in the Omni Coalition link tree down under affiliates. Sohen's Twitch is right there. Anyway, for your dose of Mass Events Daily, we stream every day at 11 in the morning Pacific Time, which is 12 Mountain,
1 Central,
and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
Sohen.
And you are you, and until you catch us tomorrow, actually no, I'm off tomorrow, so until you catch us on Sunday, or if you are interested in some notable events, weather and sports, some news, the Omni Coalition News Show Talkness is coming up at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. Yeah, until you check us out then, don't forget to rate, 5 thumbs, look right and left at every intersection, and yeah, toodles, subscribe. I